Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Florencio Files, where we study a man that is a young lad slipped down the drain. He was pulled in by whatever the demon in its name is. The clown was like, "Oh, come on down here, Florencio." It dragged him down. Little did it know, much like the face-off with Voldemort trying to kill Harry Potter when he was a baby, basically, he tried to do some dirty, evil demon eating, and he took a bite out of Florencio, and his face exploded. No one really knew why or understood why, but at the end of it all, what they figured out is that trying to get too close to this man or be in his vicinity for too long is toxic to your survival and well-being, and he is indeed a sewer mermaid. For those who aren't familiar with Florencio, you got some research to do. Go back, look up the Florencio Files episode 1, and you can basically go down the journey of discovering a man that plays StarCraft unlike any other. Case in point, I haven't even introduced his opponent. Down here we got Curlyfinger, who's pulling a drone down to expand and is like, depot block, that's kind of dumb, that's weird. I'll just go take my third base, you idiot. It's at this point, Curlyfinger knew some weirdness was happening. Let's go to Curlyfinger's camera. We're going to watch this from Curlyfinger's camera. Okay. He's like, well, fine. I'll go take it out front, idiot. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. You guys are so dumb. He's like, wait. You're blocking that one as well? Curlyfinger's floating 500 minerals. Finally starts a queen and some zerglings. Florencio is blocking every expansion on the map with supply depots like an absolute baboon. And he's building another depot there. What? Curlyfinger tries to take it there. 1, 2, there's 4. 4 blocks on 4 attempted bases. Curlyfinger's like, fine. I'll make roaches then. I'll make a roach warren. But you can see Curlyfinger's not really spending their money. They are so confused. You can tell their brain is racing right now from the experience of playing against Florencio. On the plus side, he finally does just clear that up. And it looks like Curlyfinger is going to be able to take their own natural expansion after being delayed by about 1.5 minutes. Oh, that's hilarious. Florencio behind it is, of course, going double gas, building some marines behind his wall off. But, you know, much like, I remember we cast one maybe a month ago, was it? On Ancient Cistern. Some of you would have remembered. Where he did a big block, made them take their third. He then bunker rushed the third. And then that actually prompted the ZERG player into doing an all-in against him. And he almost died to it. And I was like, dude, you forced him to all in. You've got to be ready. Now, the problem here is Florencio saw him break the depot with a drone there. He probably knows he's about to take an expansion. Little does he know there are some roaches coming out. And if Curly goes across the map... Nah, I mean, Flo should have plenty of units in time. He's also got the safety bunker. For those who don't know, if you build a bunker here, you either have negative IQ or 300. There are no in-betweens. There's no betweensies, okay? It's one or the other. Florencio does decide to take his natural at the standard location, if you're a sewer mermaid. And behind this, if Curlyfinger drones up, I think they get a massive lead here in the long run. But right now, they're way down in workers. Like, right now, they really need to do some counter damage. They're going to make a Ravager. Okay, no, Curly's going. Curly's going for it. Curly's whole army plus an Overlord are on that army group, and it looks like he's going to shove at the ramp. Florencio, where's your defense? He's got a few Marines in a bunker, but... Oh, man, the thing is, there are drones behind this. This is really bad for Flo. This is actually so bad for Flo. He's prompted the guy into doing an attack, but the thing is, the bunker doesn't cover the factory. He's got no tank, no cyclone, nothing that he can micro against these units. Curly gets up that ramp, he's in big doo-doo. Curly is right now droning up. He's got the third hatchery on the way. He's finally getting queens out, as delayed as they have been. Florencio has a planetary in the corner, which is cute. But having a planetary in the corner doesn't help you if your main base is going to die. He's building a third command center before building any other units as well. His greed knows no bounds. I think it's specifically because Curly took a while to come across the map that Florencio was like, oh, I guess he's not coming. I think he made an assumption there. The SCVs are going to go hide behind the bunker. The 300 IQ bunker, guys. The great thing about Florencio is it's always a good choice to build this bunker, because everything else about his playstyle involves leaving his door wide open, leaving a pile of valuables on the table and saying, oh no, it would be so annoying if someone came in and robbed me. And of course, slamming the door behind them. In this case, though, there's no slam the door maneuver. I mean, the Cyclone's still ages away. He's taking a ton of damage. Florencio went for a quad depot block, blocking 4 different expansion locations with 2 SCVs in the early game, And that's why he's so late on everything else. That's not cheap. There's no way cost for cost it's expensive. You need your opponent to mentally break for that to be worth it. And I think Flo might just be dead. Because the thing is, he's not attacking into the bunker. Curly's picking these units off. The Cyclone will eventually do this, but only after taking so much damage. The Ravager tries to heal there. Curly is droning behind this. Obviously, he's not injecting perfectly or anything like that because there's a lot of multitasking going on. But this looks like a pretty high diamond game, I would say. Mass repair on the Cyclone, keeping it alive. A bile in the middle of those SCVs would be so juicy, man. Good micro by Flo, though. He dodges the bile. He says, nah, man, none of that. Curly is probably overcommitting at this point. There's a second Cyclone about to pop. The classic Zerg in the base just keeps staring at it. But you know what? He's not staring at it. That drone count isn't more than double. Curly's got this in the bag. Curly has literally just dealt with some of the dumbest stuff ever and has put themselves now in essentially a winning position. Florencio right now is like, yeah, okay. That was a little dicier than I wanted it to be, but I have a planetary, which he forgot to rally, so the SCVs were just sitting there. Oh, no. I mean, that was such an APM-intensive scenario, right? Microing against that. I totally understand, but this is rough for him. Curly's going at 6 gases, but doesn't really have the drones to support it just yet. Only about 40 workers. But Curly's got minerals in the bank. I mean, Curly's definitely got full map control and basically all the freedom to do what they want, and he's going to go Spire. One factory Cyclone, man. That's not a lot of production, guys. I got to say, this looks like a terrible position to be in as Florencio. He's going to get 4 gases up to try to prepare for the tech. And he's going to build a starport? Okay, yeah. Build 2 starports? Or no, that's just on gas. Okay. Lings are going to come across and cancel his command center. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so close. If he could just finish, he could lift off. But 15 seconds away from finishing, and that is so unfortunate. Cyclones can't beat that many Zerglings either. Oh god, oh god, oh god, get to the choke point. Oh my god, get to the bunker. Oh no, Florencio, not like this. Okay, 2 of the Cyclones escape to the bunker. 1 of them goes down, but this is still an absolute disaster. The Lings accidentally run into a corner. They're gonna go and get another surround. Another Cyclone going down. This is a disaster of a game. Dude, Curly is ripping him asunder right now. 46 workers versus somehow 34 workers are up for Florencio. He's actually not too far behind on workers, but he has no infrastructure. He's got a starport in the bottom of the map. He's got 1 factory. This bunker, by the way, is making itself very valuable in this game. I love it how, like when you're playing in normal terrain, you get to their main mineral line, you're like, I've made it past all the defenses. This is like the easiest game of all time now. When you make it to Florencio's mineral line, you're like, why is there a bunker here? Ah! It just goes against like all of what you're used to pattern recognition wise. Oh, he's still trying to finish the command center. He didn't cancel it, but oh no, no, no. Oh my god, Flo's so dead. He's so dead. Is this like a 7-minute, I mean, is this like a 10-minute replay? Like what? He's so dead, guys. Oh wait, the command center finished. The unit's actually distracted. I mean, he saved the command center. He's gonna go fusion core PCs, but there's already mutas on the field. They might not be the best counter to battle cruisers, but they shoot up, which is all you need when you're this far ahead. Curly is up to 52 workers and adding a baling nest now as well. So I think the only problem for Curly is that remember what Curly's been through. A quad depot block blocking off all of Curly's bases. And at this point, Curly, from Curly's vision, we're going to watch Curly's camera and get inside the mind of Curly. You've had that. You've done a counterattack. You did some damage with your roaches. You microed it, though it's been very hectic. Your Lings right now are just kind of denying the expansion. You already killed it. He's on 1 base. As long as he doesn't land his expansion, you're winning this game. But Curly might not, because so much has been going on, even think about a corner base being an option. I mean, how do you judge what's happening in a game like this, right? And getting kited into the mineral line, this is not good micro for Curly, but oh my god, there's nothing that shoots up. There's literally 4 Marines in a bunker. The mutas could even fight that and beat it if it wasn't repaired, but they can just hang out above the production. He's trying to build more tech labs, but like the mutas can focus those down, which means he can't build anything that shoots up. He's got the 2 battle cruisers, but they're going to need to, oh my god, they're not out for 15, 20 seconds. He's going to need to teleport those across the map to try and pull the mutas home and just try to save whatever SCVs he can. He's in such a bad spot. And there's 11 more Mutalisks building, but if you teleport the BCs across the map, the mutas can all group up and kill them unless you can kill those mutas as they're popping out. I mean, Florencio is so screwed right now. 1 or 2 good Widow Mine hits could help. He's got Widow Mines on the left, Widow Mines on the right. Ow! 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 4th base is up on the top side, but lots of money starting to float here. And you can see Curly's kind of like, just leave the game, dude. You've got nothing. I'm on top of your only production. As long as I camp your production, I've got this game. But because Curly thinks it's over, Curly doesn't realize that the double BC teleport comes in. Curly, you gotta bring the mutas home, mate. You gotta bring the mutas home. Where did these BCs come from? The Lings are running back. That ain't gonna help nothing. Oh no, he's not even running the drones. Curly is just staring at the mutalisks right now. Curly, you gotta run your workers away, bro. Run the workers away from, oh no. Curly, no, not like this, man. Oh no, Curly. Curly's brain is broken. This is the problem, guys. It's the cumulative brain damage. You know, for those, I don't know if any of you fans, I watched my first bare knuckle boxing fight the other day. I watched Mike Perry fighting against, he's not really a Michael, is he? Mike Perry fighting against Michael Venom Page. And I gotta say, I feel like Florencio, he's kind of got that Mike Perry attitude. For those of you who aren't familiar, basically his whole strategy is to break his opponent's fists with his face. It's really technical and smart. And over time, their hands break and they don't know what to do because he just doesn't fall down. And I think Florencio right now is creating enough weird in this game that Curly Finger has totally lost track of what's going on because they just lost all of their economy. The BCs come back and teleport. This command set is somehow still alive. There's still so many mutas though. 18 mutas, 3 corruptors. There's no real answer for it. A few turrets come up. Turrets plus mass repair could do it. Curly Finger's gonna go in on the BC. Oh my god, if he gets the BC, it might be okay. But oh my god, there's even a Widow Mine there. Oh my god, there's even a Widow Mine. The Widow Mine doesn't burrow, thankfully. But oh my god, did he get the BC? He did for like 10 mutas. And now he's fighting in missile turret range. Curly just needs to go back and fix up the economy and rebuild the hatcheries. And more importantly, go for the corner base. I mean, you know there's starports, right? You thought you were camping all the economy in production. You know there's got to be more stuff out there. Curly, kill this command center or fly down here, please. You gotta realize this is here, mate. Curly's building Bane speed, Hydra upgrades, Corruptors, drones, and queens. Yeah, Curly has lost complete situational awareness, guys. I feel like this is the point where Curly's soldiers are going to start shooting on each other, you know? There's going to be friendly fire. There's going to be blue-on-blue incidences for sure. Mutalisks coming in on that base. They're going to take down the missile turret, start going for the natural. He is droning a little behind it. He's still up 16 workers, and he's got the counter to the battle cruisers, which is really all Florencio's building. Florencio's got another factory. But I mean, Florencio is pretty screwed. He's going to start a factory transition. Usually Thors and Widow Mines beat mutas and corruptors pretty hard, so that's what he adds to his battle cruisers and tries to lure them into it, which is a real clever, dirty way of playing it. But yeah, I mean, Hydra Bane beats that, right? Hydra Link Bane will do okay. The mutas looks like they flew in. The Widow Mines did not fire though. Battle cruisers flying in for harassment right now, and he's got teleport ready. If you could just kill 5-10 drones and then get out of there. Curly Finger still thinks he's got him contained on one base. Fly home. Curly Finger, you gotta come home, mate. You gotta come home. Curly, we don't go to Curly's camera. Okay, Curly. Oh, he's got a separate Corruptor squad. Oh, big brain Curly. And there's a Spore and a Queen on this base. The Corruptors and the Mutas can come back there as well, but these battle cruisers are distracting. They are distracting right now, and Curly does not seem to realize about that corner base. I feel like his army was heading south to scout for it. And then the battlecruisers came in. Now you can see the direction the battlecruisers teleported, and they were facing down and to the left, which is right to this base. So if Curly Finger was paying attention, Curly Finger should know. The only way Florencio has any chance in this game is because he's on 69 supply. No, seriously. If he knows about the base, I think Curly Finger will be like, oh, you're on 2 bases. I should probably take another few bases. I should drone up. But right now, 5 workers on this gas. The income's all over the shop. Curly Finger F2s to the front and is like, you're still on 1 base? All right, I mean, just leave, dude. 100%. He's not saying it in chat, but you know Curly Finger's like, all right, he's just got a proxy starport down here or something. Wherever it is, it's out there somewhere. I'll just build spores to defend that. And I mean, I've got 4 bases. You're on 1 base. He doesn't realize his 4 bases are not actually mining properly. And he just thinks, just leave the game, dude. You're dead. Just leave the game. You're dead. Oh, that Widow Mine killed so many Zerglings and mutas. He's attacking into Widow Mine turret bunker. Oh my god. Curly, what are you doing, mate? He's even got drones in the army. He runs into the Widow Mines and the turrets. Now, funnily enough, the Banelings plus the Widow Mine splash kills every one of Florencio's SCVs. And I think Curly's just sitting there smiling. Guys, you might think Curly is like, oh no, I lost my army for nothing. He's not thinking about it. He keeps forgetting. You know there's battle cruisers that are still alive. You just threw away almost all of your anti-air, Curly. He did keep Corruptors at home. He's got 9 Corruptors still out, 3 over there and 6 at home that he's forgotten about. He's going to bring them all back now. Queens and Spores do very little to battle cruisers. You need a billion of them to deal with it. Corruptors, on the other hand, are the hard counter. No Yamato just yet, but nice teleport out for Florencio. And it's Lings and Corruptors, 48 drones, still a massive economic advantage for Curlyfinger. Florencio, his one linchpin to success is a hidden base in the corner and the cumulative brain damage of his opponent. Or fist damage, yeah, more like brain damage. I'm pretty sure Curly is actually the one with the brain damage after what's been going on in this game. Man, I need to take a breath. The fact that Curly still thinks he's got his imp container on one base is actually kind of hurting my head at this point. Like, the way Curly just keeps going up outside and just... You can tell with the way Curly's playing, he looks satisfied. Now, I don't know about you. I'm thinking of Curly from Peaky Blinders is the guy playing right now. Just because that's the only person I've ever heard called Curly. That's the image I've got. He's got like the little hat on and everything. Likes taking care of horses. Seems like a lovely bloke. Unfortunately, lovely blokes are not always the most... he's too trusting. You need to be a bit untrusting. You need to be a little bit cautious. You need... Dealing with characters like Florencio, they will swindle you if you're not on your A game watching out for their scam. And, I mean, double upgrades, infestation pit, 63 drones. Florencio's still dead. I love how, like, Curlyfinger's brain is completely broken, but they're still winning the game. And they're still like, just get out, dude. They still haven't thought to look for the battle cruisers. Okay, you can just click the orbital. The bunker! The 300 IQ bunker finally goes down, but Florencio's already rolling into the base with a counterattack. He's been doing this over and over and over again as Curly, and Curly does not seem to be learning the lesson. Those battle cruisers have to be coming from somewhere that's not the main base. You still have not scouted a starport. They once again teleport to the bottom left, telegraphing the location of the base. They don't cover their tracks in the snow. They don't double back and take a false path. They don't cross the river and then cross back again in order to lose the trail. Florencio, I don't know when he built these Hellions, but he rolls in with like 10 Hellions, roasts a whole base of drones. He's going to continue to the next one. Curly, what are we doing, mate? He's got nothing on the ground. A few Zerglings and Banelings are going to try to come back. He's going to lose another full base of drones. Luckily, he's got enough minerals he can rebuild here. But oh my god, they're morphing into Hellbats. But Banelings will deal with Hellbats, especially when they're clumped up like this. Curly, you gotta re-drone, mate. Curly's like, oh, well, that was kind of scary. But at least he's only on one base, and I'm on 4 bases. My name's Curly, and I'm absolutely in touch with what's happening in this game. I feel kind of... Oh, he sees it! He's gonna see it! He sees it! He sent some Banelings around the bottom, and finally, Curly takes a moment to contemplate. That's a factory over there. Could there be more buildings there? Is there a base in the corner for the last 14 minutes that I didn't know about? How do you think he keeps building units? Where do you think the battle cruisers keep coming from? Florencio tries to set up a Widow Mine trap, but Curly actually catches wind of it, takes out one of the Widow Mines, almost takes out another 2 of them. And very nice play there by Curly. Just throwing away a few Zerglings, not a big problem. He can roll Banelings into Widow Mines. Widow Mines, when they're clumped up, are very weak to Banelings. Only takes 3 Banelings to kill a Widow Mine. So you get 3 or 4 Banelings in the middle of a pack, just blow them up, and that will take them out. The Zerglings of Curly are going to confirm his suspicions, and he says, well, I mean, you might not have been on one base, but I killed your main, so you're back on one base. As bad as everything Curly's doing is, and Curly has traded 8,000 resources less efficient, Curly still has Mass Corruptor to counter the battle cruisers, and some Lingbane Queen to counter the Widow Mines. Is still at almost double the workers and double the base count. The only thing Curly needs to do is basically transfer workers around and take a few new hatcheries. But at no point has Curly really stabilized on the mineral income. And I think it's that golden lesson that a lot of players don't learn until they are very experienced pro gamers, which is when a game is messy, keep building stuff. And one of those like regular cycles that pros are so good at doing is monitoring their income in chaotic situations. Corruptor flies in and goes boom boom. Widow Mines and battle cruisers looking pretty good. I'm surprised there's no Yamato still. Ooh, sets off a few of those with the Overseer, but don't really have a way to capitalize. Let's not attack into Planetary Widow Mine again. Actually, the Banelings might get the SCVs, but not. Florencio's a bit too quick on the pull. Or is he? Oh my god, Florencio, no! He does do a hot load, but he still loses a bunch there. A hot load sounds pretty nasty. The Corruptors fly in, but the BCs aren't there. Oh no, Curly, what are we doing, mate? Oh my god, Curly! He's lost the plot. He's lost the plot, guys. His brain has officially broken. It was definitely heavily damaged this whole time. But at this point, he no longer knows his own name or where he is or what's happening. There is a rando queen walking across the map. We're like, what are you doing? She's like, I have orders to report to the enemy planetary fortress. We're like, what? Surely that's an accident. She's like, I don't question orders. I'm a good soldier, you know? And you're like, I think you should question that order. You should probably turn around. You don't want to go visit the planetary. It's not a good idea. 13 Corruptors, 26 Banes, 26 Zerglings. But these 4 battle cruisers are stacking up the kills. A few of them, 3 of them actually getting close to 20 kills. He's going to do the YOLO teleport. Oh, that's not a good move. Oh no, Florencio! His supply started to actually get closer for the first time in this game. And he does the dumbest teleport I've seen all day. The Corruptors can chase him down now, but not all the Corruptors are on the hotkey, guys. There's 13 Corruptors on the map, yet only 10 very heavily wounded, or 9 heavily wounded Corruptors are chasing. Nonetheless, they will get some good damage here. That Widowmine might scare him off, though. Widowmine does take out a few of the Banelings, but oh my god, another battlecruiser falls. Florencio cannot afford to be losing battlecruisers right now, guys. He's on 20 workers. The SCVs get pulled, though, and they do pull up their drills and start repairing. The Banelings blowing up the SCVs, though. If the Corruptors get another BC, this is game-changing. This is game-changing. No, Curly! You needed to target it! He gets it anyway! Florencio is too slow on the repair! Curly, after screwing the pooch multiple times, still has a chance to win this game. 20 minutes in of absolute madness, and Florencio's decided to make 3 barracks to wall off his natural. I know, I was about to say, can anyone possibly explain this? It's okay, YouTube commenters. It's okay. I know the answer. Science, Pig, it's science. You don't understand science because you're an idiot. Oh, it's true. I'm a dropout from Florencio's science school for kids that can't macro good. I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. He's even building Marines out of them. Why? Why would you're up against a guy who's been building Ling Bane all game? You're going to make unupgraded Marines, not 17 minutes in, not the famous 17-minute. He's like, no, I've built upon my past transition. It's now a 21-minute unupgraded Marine transition. I'm like, stop trying to sound fancy. You're literally a sewer creature, Florencio. You're a mermaid. Half man, half sewer creature. Somehow you got infected by that bloody demon. You blew up and killed its face when you were a little kid, and now you're some sort of slimy creature from the nether. The battlecruisers teleport in, they get some damage, but once again, throwing battlecruisers away, you can't afford this, Florencio. The Hellions are trying to micro, but they're so damaged. The Ling Bane can probably just A-move that, I'd say. Let's see. Oh, Florencio, he says, no, my name is Maru. Look at me micro these Hellions. Look at me micro them. Yeah, you ain't getting in here. Oh, nice little split from Curly. The micro from both sides. Ah, oh my god. There we go. That's pretty good micro by him, man. Now, 59 drones are up. Wait. Curly has droned really hard, but they're all mining from mineral patch. There's 6 drones on 1 mineral patch, 18 drones on 3 mineral patches, and 22 drones on 4 mineral patches. Please take some new bases, Curly. A battlecruiser teleports on top of the mass corruptor. Florencio has decided the only way to break his opponent's brain anymore is to prove to them that he's not trying to win and he's not taking this game seriously. He sees the Corruptors with the Hellion run by, decides to teleport on top of them, and oh my god, the Banelings go and walkabout here. The SCVs need to do the biggest spread of their lives. They need to show that they are Olympic gymnastics caliber. Oh my god, just spread. What are you doing, Florencio? Wait. And he hit his Marines, guys. He was trying to hide his Marine transition in the main base. It gets revealed. He was already building the counter. You don't need to hide the Marine transition flow. He already was building the counter. He's got 1/1 Ling Bane. He's been building it all game. Now, all Curly needs to do is transition workers. Like, take a breath, transition workers from one base to the next. He's transferred out of the main. Hasn't done it on the natural or the third now. Oh, man. This is what I always say. Like, ZERG players, you know, especially organized urgency is the saying for all StarCraft players, but especially for ZERG. If you don't take the moment to spread your drones around your bases, you're gonna have a really hard time the longer the game goes. But if you just keep transferring your workers around, keeping your economy up, keep a good mineral income, rebuild drones every now and then in the late game whenever they're dying, you'll be in a good spot. But he's not doing that. Curly is kind of just stuck in this zone of going, you have a base there, but I have units everywhere else. Like, you're still only on 2 base versus 4. I should win. Problem is, these are fresher bases. Well, this one at least is. The bottom one's almost out of minerals. Yeah, actually, it's only 1 base of minerals for Flo. I mean, Flo's income still sucks. He's on 20 workers. It's just the income for Curly is not really growing. He's not mining the one base that actually has minerals left on it. All of his workers are just sitting there. And like many Zergs before him, he says, I, unlike you, Pig, am not one of these fancy new age Zergs who figures out how to technically attack in the correct position. To be fair, I'm not that either. I yell a lot. He says, I will honor the old tradition of the Zergs. I shall chuck a Zerg. I shall grab my army and headbutt it into Widow Mines, planetaries, and turrets every single game. But wait a second, Curly. Isn't the way to win here to just take more bases, drone up, and then, you know, just keep building units and you'll be fine? No, no, no. I must blow up the planetary, even though he's mined out every single bit of minerals and all but 66 gas on the gas geyser. This is an important attack. It's a key strategic target. Just like attacking right into your opponent's machine gun arc of fire is a really important target if you were in World War I, right? YOLOing into machine guns and artillery, important target. Same thing. Queens here are going to be struggling. The Banshee run by coming in. Florencio is losing production. The Corruptors are unzipping their flies and going PP, as well as the Mutas and Zerglings. Banshee's killing a lot of drones. The thing is, that should help Curly, because it should make him realize he's got 17 drones trying to mine from 2 mineral patches that are almost mined out. The Queen can slowly defend this. More Mutalisks are building right now. He's actually doing big PP on Florencio's infrastructure. I mean, Florencio's got nothing. Curly, I'm criticizing what Curly's doing, but Florencio has dragged him into deep, murky waters. And for those who don't know, some people have night vision. Florencio has sludge vision. You can put this man in a tub of hummus, and he can see out the other side. You'd be like, I just see this kind of chickpea color. This kind of beigey chickpea color stuff. He sees right through it. He can see through the slime and the muck. He's got muck vision. He's got slime vision. And that's his specialty. He can be in this game and he'll have like a little grin on his face and he'll be like, I do the marine attack now with stim marines, no combat shields, and no up armor upgrades. 26 minutes into the game. Yeah, that'll work. Against the guy that's been making banelings all game. Yeah, seems like a good idea. But you know what? He's just been dealing with Banshees, so he's so busy making Mutas and Corruptors, he's only got 3 Banelings and 8 Zerglings. These Marines can actually do some damage. All Curly needs to do is make a big Rattling Bait and he's fine. But look at this, Florencio's hiding it. He's hiding. He says that's a low-value target. Find yourself a high-value target, ladies. Don't find yourself a low-value man. Find yourself a high-value man. And the red Marines are coming in with the red pills of truth and justice. They're going to take out a queen and a bunch of drones. And this is the most important hatchery. This is the one with all the fresh minerals on it, guys. There's a new hatchery building up top. If he gets that as well, this might be game over. Just because Curly doesn't have enough money to rebuild a hatchery. I mean, he can long distance mine, but... Oh, the Mutas are fighting the Marines. The Marines are so overstimmed that the Mutas... Oh, and the Banelings do connect in a big... And that's why you don't go for an unupgraded 27-minute transition into unupgraded Marines, guys. Did I say unupgraded more than once there? Sorry, I meant to say unupgraded. Unupgraded other than stim, technically. He technically had stim. Well, actually, Pig, he had just stim upgrade. Stim is one of the most important upgrades for... It is! But when they've got 1-1 in Bane speed, you don't even have combat shields. I gotta really wonder, man. Oh, that's not good for Flo. Oh, no. Oh, no. These are his only harassment unit. Man, I started to believe for a moment that Flo could do it just because Curly's income is... Actually, Curly's income is still frozen. Curly still is just staring. Curly! Move your drones, bro! This is at least a diamond game. Curly's got 183 average APM, 270 APM right now, and much like a cat following the little laser pointer, it is all just staring at whatever Flo wants him to do. It's so obvious. He tries to build now, and he's like, oh, I don't have money? He only transferred drones when he completely ran out of money. And even now, he's still not using the idle worker button. He's manually going to the bases. 35 drones on one base. Okay, Curly, you just got to keep it in your pants. He's never going to be able to contest you with air units, but of course Curly is going to click on a barracks. No, don't do that. Please don't do that, Curly. Curly, just stop scaring. Okay, that I can get behind. Curly unzips his fly and says, I urinate in your general direction. Ah, your mother smells of elderberries. Oh, please stop walking into Widow Mines. I like the way Flo goes out and the Banelings get lured in and he runs back and tries to lure him to the Widow Mines. Playing a little game of cat and mouse here. We're going to see who's the cat and who's the mouse. Let's be real. Florencio is always the cat. And that's because, I don't know, there's some joke there about him loving The pussycat? I don't even know. Anyways, sewer mermaids and cats, close cousins. If Curly takes another base, he's got this in the bag. But remember, every time Curly gets a lead, Curly's answer is to chuck a Zerg and throw the lead away. This is like, I love this phenomenon because I still do it in my games occasionally. But it's like, it's number one Zerg thing on the ladder is like, if they win a fight and get ahead and need to macro up to get further ahead, they will always counterattack, throw their army away, and then start trying to macro up. Oh, he actually got a good Baneling connect and a good Ling hit. The Widowmines cleared up the Zerglings. The Corruptors dragged the Widowmines in. No, it was an okay fight. I think that was okay for Curly. Curly's taking another hatchery as well. Has a Ling blocking this base or close to blocking. I think if... Wait, Curly's making a hive? Why are you making a hive? You haven't made a single unit in like 5 minutes. What? What are you doing? Okay, we did make 20 Zerglings and 2 more mutas, but that's it. Oh my god. Just make Ling Bane and defend a few bases of economy, and there's no way to lose this game. But remember, guys, I'm saying that from the outside. I'm sitting in my chair. I don't have to go click, clack, micro, macro. I don't have to deal with Florencio being up in my business. Can you guys imagine if you came home to your house? It's been a long, hard day at work. You want to relax. Switch on the telly. Guess what? You get into your living room, you're like, something's wrong. Your sense of presence. You realize Florencio, a goddamn sewer mermaid, is sitting on your couch eating guac, and he's watching whatever TV shows sewer mermaids watch. If we could actually, that's something I want to hear from the YouTube comments. What do you guys think is Florencio's favorite TV shows, guys? Is it, I mean, it's, and I can already tell some of you probably just talk about no adult film categories allowed, okay? No. Regular daytime, you know, before midnight TV shows only, okay, guys? Let me know. I feel like definitely there'd be something, I think it would be like surprising, you know, like you'd think it would be like, reality TV show where they get a bunch of CIA applicants to see who can like torture people the better to get best to get information, and they're like tearing toenails. I don't think it would be that, guys. And that reality TV show definitely exists, by the way, in the Florencio extended cinematic universe. But I do feel it'd probably be something, I don't know, some show you wouldn't expect. Now, he's just slipped out. Florencio has just slipped out with 20 Marines, 2 Widowmines. He has no income. These are his last 5 mineral patches. He lost his command center. This is Florencio's last-ditch effort. He's down on army supply. He doesn't have combat shields. He's got nothing. But for some reason, Curly's army is not defending his economy. It's in the bottom left corner of the map. For God knows why. Florencio injects those stims as if it's a recall. He says, that's the stuff. Those Marines get in there and gun down almost all the economy. The Widowmine does fire on those guys. These Marines are trapped, though. They will be going down, surely, as long as Curly just groups up with his Banelings and goes for it. But Curly is not building more Zerglings. He has 2,000 minerals, and he's not producing at all. Curly, what are we doing? Curly hasn't control grouped any of his new hatcheries either, so he doesn't have any extra lava. Curly does clean those Banelings up. The Widowmines are still there. The Widowmine's going to move into the middle. Yeah, he hasn't control grouped these new hatcheries, guys. He's only got the other 3 hatcheries, so he actually can't produce off those. He builds 18 Zerglings right now. That Widowmine does go down. There's another wave moving out. Florencio says, men, you're our last chance. We need you to break into the Zerg base and destroy their economy. If we can't do that, we're dead. We've got like maybe 500 minerals behind this. That's not even, that's the women and children. You guys need to do it. You need to do it now. Curly, you gotta run. Run away, Curly. No, not there. That's a corner. Don't, guys. Okay, the Lings are gonna run it. That's a lot of, oh, it's not enough. Well, there's no Banelings. Curly, you've got unlimited money. What are you doing? You have thousands of resources. Go make Banelings. You've got a different base over there. But he could have just moved the drones, made Banelings, and won this game. But Florencio has so systematically dismantled this StarCraft player's entire being. He gets the hatchery, he kills all but 5 drones. Curly's now trying to rebuild workers. He's back up to 7, but he is still not control grouped this hatchery or used it to produce. He's still only producing off his first 3 hatcheries. He has a great Aspire for some reason. I love that Curly was always like, how do I break his defensive position? I'm like, you don't need to. Just defend. Make more economy. Make more stuff. But he just throws his armies into the meat grinder, builds nothing afterwards, and then just dies to the counterattacks. Florencio, he could still get defended. There's 3 Broodlords making. Broodlords can beat Marines, but not without support very easily. The Lingbane is there. Oh my god, this is it. This is the last bit of economy. That's all of his drones. He doesn't have money to rebuild. The Marines are getting every single last drone. Florencio can still float his single orbital around in mine. The Banelings annihilate. Oh, and he's actually got more drones. Oh, but wait, what? There's no... Where are the Zerglings? He's got Broodlords. Bring the Broodlords back. Why are you attacking instead of defending? You're winning this game. Curly. Okay, he's going to use the Lynx to defend. Oh my lord. I am losing brain cells at an alarming rate, guys. I did not realize when I started my career as a StarCraft commentator that I'd be taking more brain damage than most professional fighters on a daily basis. It's seriously a cause for concern. My health is plummeting, guys. He's going to move the orbital. This is it. So he gets a new base. You need to keep your drones up to deal with that. Curly, though, is like, I'm done. I'm going to all in. So Curly's going to hit him with the Broodlords. So it's 16 Marines. Easy beat 3 Broodlords if they can surprise him. But if the Broodlords get up here, they can't get flanked. But he doesn't know he's coming. Curly, you got a micro. Get to the left. To the left. Curly leaves the Broodlords in the open with no support. Where are the Zerglings and Banelings? Throws the 3 Broodlords away in the open, and behind it, the Banelings are just chilling. The Overlords and Corruptors are once again sitting there. Oh my lord, this is the biggest disaster of a StarCraft game I've ever seen. Curly says good game. I cannot believe. I would be like, go eat your own pee-pee hole, you Terran poo head. That's what I'd say at the end of that game. To be fair, I don't even know if I could type. I'd probably just say GG, and then I'd go and sit in sadness for a while. But it was well played, Curly. That corner base, though, it all came off the 4 depots, throwing himself his game. He didn't check to the corner till it was like 12, 15 minutes. I think it was like 15 minutes or something crazy like that. Like, when did he first see it? Yeah, 14 minutes. He still hadn't seen it. Oh my god, I gotta check this really quick. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast, by the way. Yeah, so he finds it. I can't believe it's this late. This is insane. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. If you enjoy games like this, please do click subscribe, like, check out the Patreon down below. A big thanks to everyone, of course, who's been on our Patreon already supporting, especially Jacob G and Maxan. And guys, I just found it in the replay. That is indeed it. It was 16 and a half, almost 17 minutes when he finally found the base. Curly finger bait, bad luck, but we've all been there before. Florencio's a master of it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like these games, check out some of the other ones on screen. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye and good night.